G'day fellow YouTubeists. Bandit Nev on Samuki the Suzuki Bandit on this very, very, very pleasant afternoon. Around, what's he doing? Not concentrating on his driving, he's looking down at his little quarter panel, or the not the quarter panel, the you know, in the middle of your car there. Idiot. So where was I? Yeah. Beautiful 24 degree Friday, the 12th of February in the afternoon. What did I want to talk about today? Well, I was watching a video from Dave XS. I think it's Dave XS. He's a expat Englander who's living in Thailand, and he's just sold his, or traded in, or whatever he might have done. He just sold his MT-07 and now has an MT-09. And from what I'm gathering, in the respect of how it rides, how it performs and that, there's chalk and cheese between the two. Dave normally watches my channel, so he might put a comment, and it's a little bit like Ruby and Smokey. It is chalk and cheese. Comparing the two bikes and the power, etc. Although the book says it was such and such for Ruby and it's such and such for this, but this feels so much more get up and go than what Ruby had. But anyway, that's off the point. The point is that he got it, and the back tyre was basically flat, and not flat in, you know, the amount of pressure, but it had worn flat. And well, unfortunately mine do that too, but from the actual picture he's got of the actual tyre in his thumbnail, it looks a lot more flat than what mine get. And yeah, I fully understand what he's saying about how it's very hard to lean the bike into corners and all that sort of thing. I have a lot of trouble with, as I've mentioned before, with scalloping, as I call it, and that makes the bike a lot more difficult to ride, can we say? But that starts around about half its lifetime. So around about 5,000 kilometres it starts to do that scalloping thing. So for 5,000 kilometres you have to ride around with this scalloping. But anyway, that's what I do until I get new tyres, and then you notice the difference straight away. So I was also watching Sean Smoke, and of course he wouldn't watch my channel because he's just too busy doing his own channel, which is understandable because he does vlogs every day, rain or shine, summer or winter, every day. So he was talking yesterday on his last vlog about the 10-year rule. And what he meant by the 10-year rule was basically all the old programs that program your bike and all that sort of thing, basically are obsolete and not available after 10 years. So if something has to be done to your bike, like a remap or something to that, unless you've got the old programs, you can't download them. He was saying that where he works has only been a BMW dealer for 4 years, which means they haven't got maps that are over, or they haven't got maps available, or the programs available for the older bikes in 10 years. So it makes it very difficult for them to do anything about. And let's face it, I mean, my bike is 11 years old, so it makes you wonder whether things can be done if need to be, or can't you get the old software to be able to do it? Who knows? So it can pretty much, unless you get to a dealer that has got the old software, you're pretty well buggered. So basically, does that mean your bike is only good for 10 years? Well, some people have got bikes that are 10 years old that have only done limited miles or kilometres, so I don't know. It's a bit strange to me. I think they should be made to keep them and keep them for 20 years or something like that, because of the way things are these days. Highly electronic, and not so much mechanical, in the respect of like carburetors versus fuel injection. So anyway, I suppose time will tell, and we will one day find out. So will you be able to do up your old bikes like you can the older bikes with carbies and all that sort of thing? Who knows? Yeah, there's another thing that I've been watching lately too, probably because of all the lockdowns and such. The motovlogs are not coming out like they used to. Mind you, it is winter in the Northern Hemisphere, but I think the virus has hit the motovloggers something fierce, stopping people from motovlogging in most countries. But there's a channel I watch, and it's called, I might have mentioned it before, but it's called Precision Transmission, and or Transmissions, Precision Transmissions. Fantastic channel, and he does all the. It's in America, and he does all these. I think it's Amarillo, Texas, I believe. And he does all these automatic transmissions, even for race cars and all that sort of thing. But unlike some of the things you see on YouTube, he shows you everything. He shows you the whole teardown. taking it out of the car, tearing it down piece by piece, bit by bit, and explaining everything. Unlike some of these shows on TV that show you nothing. You see the beginning and you see the end and nothing in between. Some of these reality shows, so-called reality shows, like Rick's Restoration for one. You never ever see much of how they actually restore these things. You see bugger all. So if you're into that sort of, I don't know, mechanical interest, it's worth a watch, because they explain every little detail, everything, and it's fantastic. So I think that's about all I want to say today. Just such a nice day. I'm so happy about the cooler weather. There's someone with a GoPro on their helmet, top of their helmet. So this is Bandit Nev on Somulki, the Suzuki Bandit, bidding you all very, very, very safe riding, if you're allowed and if you can. And until next time, cheers for now.